we can only imagine and are privileged to witness. Jackie's first book of poems, Aporia, is from Brooklyn Arts Press. She's also the author of 3 chapbooks, I Live Here Now, Red Fortress, and Office Work. Series editor of Poets Off Poetry. She has received fellowships from the Vermont Studio Center and the New Jersey State Council of the Arts. She lives in Jersey City and can be found online at nohelpforthat.com. Jackie Clark.
The field is empty. Injustice is debatable, as is worth or the rounded blowfish. My excuse is your excuse. How does one anticipate autonomation when there is so much to be suspicious of?
Now we have her first full-length contribution of her own poetry, Aporia, a book that extends what I have just called quiet dignity to a fierce and intelligent set of short and mind-bending lyric poems. I imagine Jackie is the kind of person who would be very good at allowing ducks, or perhaps animals at a petting zoo, or maybe a friend's skittish cat to approach with ease. What I mean is she isn't trying to hunt you down and funnel her poems into your ears. Each poem is a kind of tantalizing invitation to read and reread, to be transported and to keep thinking about why. She makes you lean in.
Of that which is completely empty, which resists objection, what sonic combustion, what din of fork on plate, of sky up above, which corner amends previous corners, each ear turned outward, a leaning in that ends in ink, lens in against sinking, a promise to promise nothing more than a warm tub, an elongated back, whispering is much easier in the dark. What relation describes the proximity, describes penmanship in the shape of tree, for want, for expulsion of emotion, wrought iron, unabashedly arguing the objective, the never naming, the already having named. We spend wallets of time for talking, on time to anticipate together, and there is no color for that. The community makes all colors, makes reaction unable to be gauged. Who institutes anything? What dried pepper? What pie of your eye? Yet the morning happens every morning. Someone somewhere wakes up, looks through the curtains at the sky. What body is the body? Now it sleeps and holds in its thoughts. What is time in this equation? How it leans, how time is smarter now than it was then, not unabstract, not unlike a calling, a construction that builds itself into itself. How the happy heart is scooped out like an avocado pit, simply removed and appropriated. How the opposite of everything, even without the payoff, which is the payoff, is central.